Hey, what's going on, guys? Ray is here. It's been a long time. Wow, my face looks super oily right now. Anyways. Yeah, so I just wanted to make a quick video about top surgery because today's February 8th, and in a day less than 2 weeks from now, on February 21st, I'll be having top surgery, and I can't describe how happy that makes me. I'm sure anyone who's watching this, it's probably because you're also trans and you might want top surgery too. And you probably just are thinking the same thing, wow, I wonder what it's gonna feel like when I schedule it and when I actually have it, and it's gonna be life-changing. And yeah, so I scheduled it back in, I don't even know, honestly. It was a couple months ago. My biggest thing was whether to go with my insurance, where my copay is $100, or to go out of pocket with Dr. Mosser in San Francisco. And just to kind of give you guys a thought process about that, I have Kaiser down here in Southern California. I'm in LA, and Kaiser has maybe a handful of, maybe I can think of maybe 5 surgeons that are specifically top surgery surgeons, and I wasn't very satisfied with them and their results, which were very difficult to find because I guess Kaiser has a patient confidentiality policy where they won't show you pictures either. Because I had a consultation with a surgeon, and he pretty much said we don't show people pictures, but you're more than welcome to search online, which is really hard to do. So my best sources of information were Instagram, Twitter, kind of online, Google, just Googling. But honestly, there's not a lot of information. But from what I did find, I wasn't really wow, these results are great. If anything, it left me kind of feeling do I want this? Not surgery itself, but the results. And I was kind of I don't know. Yeah, my chest will be flatter, but I think for me, the worst thing that can happen is for me to have top surgery and not like my results and not be happy with them. And it's a big deal, we have one body. I want to give it the best that I possibly can. I'd hate to have a surgery and then have to go back for another one because I didn't like the results or something like that. So that's how I was kind of feeling, and I found the one with the best results that I liked, which still left me kind of feeling eh. And the way they didn't offer the surgery the way I wanted to, basically. So the big thing for me was I wanted one surgery, one and done. I don't want to go under more than once. I know some of you guys are thinking why would you do that? But a lot of the Kaiser surgeons, you go in for top surgery, and because they don't do a free nipple graft, they leave the nipple, so they then I guess they leave breast tissue, and then afterwards you go and get a revision done. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted one surgery. I didn't want to request extra time off. I didn't want to put my body through that a second time. So that was a big thing for me. But also even bigger than that was all the top surgeons that I researched and that I talked to people online who had surgery through them. And then the one that I met with, his name's Dr. Tuckler. You can research him. He has the most out of the Kaiser surgeons that you can find pictures on. I know there's this guy, Carter Ray, who got his surgery done by him too. That's the guy that I went to go see and have a consultation with. Even him, I asked him, one of the big things for me is I don't want breast tissue purposefully left there. I want the surgeon to get as much of it out as possible. And he and the rest of the Kaiser surgeons would purposefully leave breast tissue to give it a more natural look, which I get. But for me, as a preference to even when I told him this is what I want, it was well, this is not how we do it. So that was because I don't want breast tissue. That's the whole point, So so yeah. And then another thing was also Oh my god, I blanked out.
2 hours later.
Oh, I wanted the free nipple grafts. So they leave, like I said, they leave breast tissue to preserve the nipple, so they don't graft the nipple, and I rather would have had nipple grafts. So yeah, so that was like a big thing for me, and in my eyes, like I understand like $100 versus $10,000, but so then I was researching Dr. Mosser, and because I would say like before I always like dreamed of having Dr. Garamoni pretty much. Everyone knows Dr. Garamoni, and he's in Florida, and I think the surgery runs around like 12,000 now, 10 to 12,000. Plus, you gotta pay for flights to Florida and your stay there if you're out of state. Because I'm in LA, so I'd have to stay there a week. But after researching more, like I found I had already known about Dr. Mosser, but I started researching him more heavily, and I really liked his results. Like I put them up there with Dr. Garamoni, and he's right up here in San Francisco. I still gotta fly there because California is big, but I really like his results, and I did try to see if my insurance would cover it, but they wouldn't, so it would be out of pocket. And so with Kaiser, there's also a longer waiting period. And yeah, so it was kind of tough, but it also wasn't, because like I said, like for me, I was just thinking, I have one body. This is one surgery that's life changing. I want to do whatever I can in my power to make sure that I get the best that I possibly can. And so luckily, I'm able to afford that. I know a lot of people aren't, and they're kind of like, they don't even think about going out of network or out of their insurance. But I am fortunate enough to be able to afford that. I went with Dr. Mosser, so that was kind of my decision-making process. Maybe if you are kind of on the side where you can afford to, but you'd rather not, but you're kind of indecisive, I would probably do that. Like, what are your non-negotiables, basically? So that's how I made my decision. So back to surgery. I'm having top surgery on the February 21st. That's a Thursday, but I'm flying in Wednesday morning for my pre-op, and I'm just so excited. I've been working out since last summer, but I've been having some shoulder issues, which if you follow me on Instagram, I've made a recent post about, and it's kind of been really challenging, like staying consistent in the gym, but I'm doing my best and continuing with physical therapy to get myself stronger. But I'm still going to the gym, and I'm just doing everything I can, especially for my chest, which is wild because I can actually like start to see the lines on my pecs now. And so I'm really excited for top surgery. I have a couple friends who already had surgery, one with Kaiser, one with Dr. Krieger here in Thousand Oaks area. Just been talking to them, like what can I expect? And also Dr. Mosser's team is really good about sending me information about what I can expect physically and emotionally and mentally after and before surgery. And so, yeah, I'm a super procrastinator, especially when it comes to packing, so I haven't really bought anything that I need yet, but I will. And yeah, I just can't be more excited. I think I've been having nightmares that my nipples are gonna fall off, and so that's like, my nipples are like really like what's scaring me and making me nervous, that they live, and also that like the placement of them. Like I feel like that's gonna be something I'm gonna be really hard on myself about. I have to remember it's not gonna be perfect, and even like looking at cis males, like their nipples are not always the same or in the same exact place. Like everyone's bodies are different, and that's something I have to take into consideration. But I do plan on just doing the best that I can to prepare my chest before then, and hopefully do my part in getting myself the best results that I can. And I have complete faith in Dr. Mosser and his team. I know he says 6 to 8 weeks, no gym. I'm probably gonna go 8 to 10 weeks just to be safe. I'm like, I wanna be as careful as I can with the scars and my nipples and just everything in general. I've been counting down the days, and today there are 13 days left, and I just remember when there was 87 days left, and I was just thinking it would never get here, and I'm just so excited. I want to videotape as much as possible. My mom and my girlfriend are gonna go with me, and some of my extended family is even coming up, and one of my friends is coming down from Seattle to see me, so that is super awesome. She's so cool. She's such a great friend. And yeah, like I still don't really know what to expect emotionally and mentally, and even physically, but something I have to keep in mind is not to push myself. Sometimes I have a habit of doing that and thinking, no, I can do it, I can do it. And this is gonna be something where I'm gonna need to really take a back seat and listen to my body. So if you guys have had surgery and have any suggestions for me, like I'm totally open to them. Like please let me know, because even though I'm super excited and a little nervous, I really don't know what to expect or what's gonna happen. So yeah, hope you guys have all been doing well, and thank you guys as always for watching. Feel free to comment any questions or comments. Follow me on my social media. I do post a lot more on Instagram mostly. My Instagram and Twitter is just AstroRay621. That's it. ASTRO. I will link it below because I can't spell right now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.